All right, everybody. How's everybody doing this morning? Good morning, good morning, good morning. What? This wasn't what you expected? This not what you're talking about? What? Weren't expecting all this? Come on, man. What's wrong with this, man? Check it out. Check it out. Yeah, yeah. So this is what we're striving for, man. What we're striving for is to be able to get a response from the people we're going to send these birthday messages to, that they're just like they're just like overwhelmed with excitement and funny, and they're just like, oh, that's great. And they're going to have to respond to you because you want the response. You want the birthday response to your personal message because it tricks the algorithm. It doesn't trick the algorithm. You're basically tricking the person to respond to your message, which is what the algorithm wants. When you send out a message and you get dialogue back, that's exactly what the algorithm's looking for. So if you send out something funky like this directly to somebody's phone and you get them engaged with you, now you're going to set them up to respond to you or look at your other stuff going forward. And not only are you going to set them up to do that, you're also going to get them in the mindset, and you're bringing them back. You're bringing yourself back top of mind with these people. So you may not have been doing a good job in the past of staying in touch with these people and going, through your normal phone calls or communication with them. And this is a perfect way to send them a message and get re-engaged, man. So I'm gonna walk you through this. The birthday message. It is the best kept secret and will be your secret weapon in your arsenal going forward. And all you do, I mean, it's very simple. And some people get a little overwhelmed with it at first, because like, there's no way I can do all this every day. I can't send a birthday message to everybody. Yes, you can. Come on, let's be real. As if you're doing all the prompts and you're following through with everything and you're creating that self-discipline, it's choice of doing what you need to do to get to where you need to go. And if you're willing to make that choice and you're willing to stand out and you're willing to do the things that are different, you're going to get that interaction. And that's what you've got to do. And again, it's not an overnight success thing. It's going to take a little time. So don't just instant gratification think it's going to be there tomorrow. No. That's not the way you need to look at it. But this is going to get you instant responses, and you're going to be shocked. And then you're going to have fun with it. And when you start to have fun with it, and that's when you're going to start to embrace it. So if you've got a big network of people, like in our system, we've got a daily update and a weekly update that tells us, okay, here's the upcoming birthdays. And we can go through, and some days there might be one or two. Some days there might be 7 or 8. And all you gotta do is just open up Snapchat. Get on your phone, open up Snapchat, find some funky, crazy filter. And the crazier, the funnier you can make it, do it. And just record a quick 15, 20, 30 seconds video singing happy birthday to them, save it on your phone, and then go send it to them in direct text or direct message. That's really where you need to send it. Direct message via the social platform. Either will work, but again, we're trying to get that communication and dialogue going through on the social platform. Them used to seeing you, used to communicating with you there, and the direct message through the social platform is the best way to do it. But you can send it via direct text if you have to. You just, again, want to become top of mind. So you open up Snapchat. And if any of you guys haven't done this before, all you do is you go to Snapchat and you can go create a free account. So if you don't have a Snapchat account, just go create a Snapchat account just to be able to get access to these filters, because these filters are just nuts. And it's going to have a heyday with trying to do this with me. So let me see if this will work real quick. So this is what I just grabbed a random filter. And now that's what it's making me look like. Now, if you take and send that, now granted, now something like that, you need to disclose. I mean, granted, this goes back to the other day of what I said. You don't need to tell them who you are or anything like that. But I would put a message in there, depending on how crazy the picture looks. Hey, just want to give you a good laugh today. I use Snapchat to give you this, whatever. If it's like that freaking bizarre, just so they don't think it's spam or somebody hacks your account or something like that. But send them the message. Take that, and then you simply download it. Just simply download it, save it to your phone, and send it. Or, yeah, do that because you don't want to send it via Snap. Send it to your phone, and then from there, upload it to text if you're going to do text, or upload it to the direct message via Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, however you're going to send the stuff. But I'm telling you, you are going to get tons of responses. This is a fun one, and it doesn't take that long. And this again goes back to why I said you just need to get into a pattern of uh, doing this stuff. Everything that we're talking about, you just need to get into a pattern of a daily discipline of doing it. And it becomes easy. At first, it's going to take a minute because you're trying to figure it all out. I mean, anytime you do something for the first time, it takes longer. So, you need to accept that, understand that. But a couple days in, a week in, two weeks into the process, all of a sudden you're going to be flying right through it, and it's not going to be a big deal anymore. I promise you that. I promise you that. I've walked in your shoes thinking, there's no way I can do this. There's just no way. It's like between emails, loan files, clients, realtors, builders, and now I've got to send out potentially 8 to 10 messages, happy birthdays, and then I still got to make my phone calls and everything else. There's just no way. It doesn't take long. Those are excuses. You got to put the excuses to the side. So let me get back to my notes real quick. Let me move a few things around. Get everything squared away here. So what did we have? What do we have? Okay. So. Let me see. Now, when you send in the birthday message, one important thing to remember: never post it on their wall or their page. It has to be a direct message. And the reason for this is there's a lot of people, if they get a lot of happy birthday wishes, they don't respond to them all. They just don't even respond to them. They just put a blanket, hey, thank you for the birthday wishes. So you could put out this super funny video that makes everybody laugh, but yet the one person you wanted to get in front of, you didn't get in front of. And this is a perfect opportunity to get in front of your people every single day. And when you get a direct message right in front of their face, either via text or direct message, and you're doing something funny, something unique, something that's different, something that they're just going to be like, oh my God, what in the world did you do? You're going to get engagement. And that's what you want. You don't necessarily get engagement when you get thrown into the masses of other people when they're posting multiple birthday wishes on somebody's wall. You want to do what's different. You want to be like when I first started in this business, I went through a big financial training course where it teaches us to look more like teaches us to look and view things more like a Series 6 or Series 7 financial advisor, or it's a Series 6, Series 7 test, which teaches us to look and plan more like a financial advisor. So that's why we say the things we do and can do the things we do. But one of the biggest things that they showed us was this image, and it was on Wall Street. The crazy thing is we were up in DC, not far from Wall Street, and there's just this mass of people, and they're going to the left, and there's this one little person walking to the right. You want to be that one little person. That one little person is going to be big, though. That one little person is going to stand out. That one little person is going to get recognized. That's what this does. That's why this is a secret weapon. That's why you need to adopt this. That's why you need to not brush this off. You're going to get a direct message in front of the people you need to see. And if you've done a poor job, we all get busy and we all do a poor job and don't communicate 100% all the time. This will get you back in front of your people effectively and easily. So do it, but do not post it on their page. Cannot stress that enough, because you're going to lose every bit of value there is with this. Let's see. And again, I mean, it's like I said, this whole 30 days, it's about discipline and making the choices to do things differently to have a better outcome. I remember when I first got started in the business, and the guy that trained me, he told me, are you willing to do the things that other people are not willing to do, so that you can do the things that other people cannot do or aren't able to do? And it's always resonated with me. And it goes back to standing out from the crowd. Are you willing to do the things that other people are not? Are you willing to put in the time? Are you willing to put in the effort? Are you willing to go the extra mile? Are you willing to do what you need to do to get a leg up on your competition? As I say in my local trainings all the time, what makes you stand out from the person next to you? Front, behind you, left, right, doesn't matter. What makes you different? I mean, really, what makes you different from your counterpart sitting next to you? It's kind of like this. There's not much talk about it. There's a lot of silence. There's not a lot that gets said. There is, it's eye-opening when you really dig down deep and say, what do I do that truly separates me from my peers? And if you're not doing anything different, nothing, you need to find something quick, especially in this market. With the way this market's changing, I mean, there's a lot going on in y'all's world. I mean, there was stuff just the other day it was released. And I don't want to get into this. That's a side conversation. But I have sympathy for you guys and hope it all works out with the NAR crap. But don't be waiting for 2024 New Year resolutions. Your New Year's resolution needs to be now. You need to be turning over the leaf, doing the video stuff, doing something different, doing the birthday stuff, whatever it is. You need to start doing something different now and getting your message out, because if you don't, everybody else is. And right now is the time to go out and get market share. If you're not doing a bunch of business right now, then you've got no excuse. You have no excuse that you can't be going out and doing this, practicing, studying this, and getting better at this and improving your game. So, birthday wishes. That's all I'm going to say about that. Excuse me. A few things from yesterday that I forgot to touch on. When you're going through and you're doing your videos, add captions. Add captions so it has the words, or the words are placed across the bottom of your screen. And you can play with this a lot. And I have a love-hate relationship with the Instagram app. And that's where I want you guys to stay, or in TikTok, or wherever you're doing it right now. We're going to get into what I do and how I do it, the apps I use, the programs I use, all that stuff next week. But I don't want you guys to think you have to use the stuff I use, which some of my stuff I pay for. Some of it has a free subscription, a free trial, but then there's a cost. I told you guys, you can do this without the cost. And I'm going to show you exactly how you can do this with Instagram or TikTok. I personally, with what I want to do, I take it to a different level because of the stuff I do. But like I said, I think on Monday, some of the best videos that I put out, all it included was the video, soundtrack, sound bits or sound bites, honking noises, beeps, pops where appropriate, and transitions. That's all built in to Instagram. That's all right there. It's all in TikTok. You don't need an outside app to do any of that. What the outside apps do is make things more efficient. And that's one thing I want to caution you about with Instagram is it likes to crash from time to time. So when you're in there and you're editing and you're doing your work with it, save it. Save it to drafts and then re-upload it from your drafts folder and then continue to go. Because there's been some times where I've been all the way to the end and all of a sudden it dies. And everything I did, gone. I remember I was working, not working, but I'd been working on this post and I went out to my son's football game and I've been messing with it for about 4 hours. And I had just about dialed in, ready to go. Well, all of a sudden, he goes back in and he's making this big play and I'm trying to get the camera and shoot it real quick. Well, just flipping to the camera from being on Instagram, I lost it all. So save your drafts, save them on a regular basis. Don't go through the horrible experience that I went through on that. Let's see. I want to get through a few more things real quick and then we're going to call this one a day. When we do go into some of these apps, this is another reason why I don't want to start showing you what I do first. I want to get you guys running. I want you to take you from the crawl into the walk into the running stage. When we start to run, we'll show you these apps because some of these apps are going to blow your freaking mind. Kind of like when you logged in and saw this, you're going to be like, what in the world is he doing this morning? It's going to be that kind of effect. I mean, literally, I can show you apps to where I can take your face off another one's like I told you before. I can take a still picture that has a waterfall or something moving behind it and make it move without making nothing else move. I mean, there's so many cool things that you can do. Just the transitions, you get more cinematic kind of transitions, lighting effects. It just elevates the game. So when you see all of what's possible, it's going to make your mind just go in all sorts of directions of creativity wise. And let's walk first, then we'll run, because it won't take you very long to get to the point where you can run. So when we get there, you will love it, but you'll also hate me because you're going to be distracted by checking it all out. Other things from yesterday, look at the lens. When you're recording, look at the lens. I always struggle with this. Always. Every video I start off, look at the lens, look at the lens, look at the lens. And in your phone, in your front, it's right up here. I have a habit where I want to look at me. I look at me talking and my eyes are not always up. So you want to look at the lens, especially the closer you are, you have to look at the camera lens. Now, the further you are away, it's not that big of a deal because you can't tell, but when you're closer, you have to look at the lens. And then if you turn it sideways like this, and you're going to shoot horizontal, same thing. You're not looking at the center of your camera. You're going to be looking up here. Where is it? It's up here. This is where the lens is. So when I recorded a couple videos like this, it feels weird and it feels awkward because you're looking all the way over here instead of watching the center of the screen like your eyes are trained to do. So just keep that in mind. And then that way, when your video comes across, it looks, you're looking in the right direction is really ultimately what you're trying to accomplish there. And again, less is more. We talked about this the other day, and I want to go and show you guys, where's my mouse? I want to show you guys this real quick. And this is out on the page, but where did it go? This is really why we need to understand um, how this whole social media thing works. Because when you understand how people operate and do this stuff, I can't see all these glasses now. When you understand how people are using the social media platforms, when you understand what they're doing, how they're doing it, and I think this is it right here. No, not that one. Bear with me. I got to figure out where I moved it to. When you are out here trying to figure out where's your niche target audience at, one of the questions that came up the other day was, where do we post? Post everywhere. Just post everywhere. Even though some of the statistics say, well, this age group's here, this age group's there, just post everywhere. And then you're covered. And then you're getting your message out all the way across. And that's why I do what I do. And why is this not scrolling? Oh, here we go. So this is at the bottom of the Facebook group. And if you haven't looked at this, you need to take a second and look at this, because this starts to show you the why. And it shows you where people are at, why they're at, why they are on the platforms they are on. The biggest thing it talks to you about is right here. Attention spans. This is why less is more. And we're going to get into more of this next week. We're going to start talking about your hooks and your video thumbnail, your opening image. This is why trimming your video, like I said yesterday, instead of posting a video, you need to trim it to where as soon as it starts, you're talking. There should not be dead space, because you have 8 to 12 seconds of where they're actually going to watch you, But first, you've got to stop the scroll. Where we sit there and we just scroll and just go. You got to stop that scroll. You only have 1 to 2 seconds to do that. 1 to 2 seconds to stop that scroll. And when you get them stopped, you only have 8 to 12 seconds of average watch time. So if you're going out there and putting together this long 2-minute topic, if that's what that topic requires, then do it. But just realize you got to put that hook. You got to put why they're going to watch that entire thing. You got to put it straight in front of their eyes on this camera. So you stop the scroll. Otherwise, you're just going to have people just going to go. It's just going to be like this. Just going to scroll right by. You got to stop the scroll. So keep that in mind. Stop the scroll. But read this article. Look at this a little bit more. I'm going to share a few more that go into a little bit more detail about, just that whole stop and scroll. You'll be floored. I'll show this one because it takes it and breaks it down. I was like, you guys put too much time into this when they go through and did the analysis of how much do we scroll? How much per day do we scroll? And it is freaking amazing. And they took that and equated it to feet and the mileage. And let's see if this is the one, because I've got a couple of them up here. This is one of them, but this one I'll post out there. But the average 71 to 74 feet per day is what we average in scrolling. Our thumb scrolls 71 to 74 feet per day. Now, this other one is screwed it. Can't see through those things anymore. Find this last one, and then we're going to wrap it up. This one was shocking because it takes and it equates it to landmarks that and you're familiar with. And it's just like, holy crap, you got to be kidding me. No. No. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Like I said before, live TV is always great. Thought I had it open up, but apparently I do not. I will get it and I will post it. But it is amazing, guys. When you start to think about it, how much time we spend on social media, and you just got to get your message out there. You just got to get it out there. So that's what I had for today. Tomorrow we're going to get into a little bit more stuff. I am going to start to show you a little bit of the tools I use that are not on my phone and why I use them. But other than that, next week we're going to get into heavy. What do I use? How do I use it? We're going to start building some stuff out. Tomorrow I'm going to show you some topics that if you guys are not already aware of these topics, this is where you guys need to start being more aware of the material that's out there. Because I've made the comments many times. There's content everywhere. There is content everywhere. You just got to recognize it and you got to pick up on it. And I'm going to start to show you guys those opportunities. So with that being said, that's about it for today. So we'll see you guys tomorrow, and you guys have a great day.